Welcome, sports fans, to the latest S&M production of the Sunday Night Sports Nerd Show. It is the most absurd 90 minutes of anything goes, smack talk, and a whole lot more. Every Sunday night, the sports nerd joins forces with three charismatic co-hosts who are a select group of sports nerds with attitude that are known in Nerd Nation as the Rampage. We are four of the most loudmouth, smack-talking nerds around. Scripts and rants, which may be just enough to make you pants. So listen up, Nerd Nation. Let's rise and welcome the legend himself. He is the founder, he is the host, and he is the star of the Sports Nerd Show. Coming to you live, straight out of Lakeland, Florida, Scott, the Sports Nerd Right.
Welcome back, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Nerds. I am your humble host, Mr. Scott Wright, coming to you live, as Elliot said in the intro, from Lakeland, Florida. I am the Sports Nerd. Joining me tonight, as usual, Mr. Elliot Big E Lamba, Mr. John G. Olson, and Ken is trying to get on, but we got no video. So we'll see what happens there. We are here to discuss Week 13 in the NFL, gentlemen. First, let me just shout out and congratulate Mr. John G. Olson, the Buffalo Bills, the number one seed in the AFC. Be thankful for the Dolphins and thankful for the Cincinnati Bengals who beat the Chiefs today. Shout out to my good buddy John Olson. Congratulations, my friend.
I couldn't have done it without your help and support.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll talk about this. I'm just going to watch this overhyped and overrated quarterback lose this year. So
Overhyped and overrated quarterback. Would that be Herbert or Derek Carr?
Yeah, no, that's most definitely Herbert.
Really? You think he's overrated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, extremely.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't shown anything.
Nothing, not one bit.
Yeah. The hype on him was totally over the top.
Hello, Anthony. Good to see you.
I'm much more of a Joe Burrow guy.
As a matter of fact,
today, yeah, sure you are.
And a Purdy. That's a Purdy little mouth you got there, boy.
As a matter of fact, if you wanna characterize Justin Herbert, just ask Public Enemy. Don't believe the hype.
Don't believe the hype. Yeah.
All right.
And that's game.
That's the appropriate song for Justin Herbert this year.
What a great day to be a Bills fan. What a great day.
Hello, Mr. Costello. There's the video.
Now we have no audio.
No audio.
No audio, but we got video.
I'd
One
rather
or
hear
the other. I mean, you can get video, but no audio. Get audio, no video. Ken made it. Yes, he's there, but he's not there.
He made it, but he left his voice behind.
Yes. Yeah, you're speaking, Ken, but we don't know what you're saying. Read your lips. I'm sorry. I didn't take lip reading in high school.
Yep. Or sign language, so don't try that either.
Yeah. Yeah, we know that. We get that. We know.
That's a universal sign. That's
Exactly.
a universal sign language.
Did I show you guys a picture that my wife did of
No.
my son?
No.
No.
Oh my God. Who's teaching these boys?
Poor kid, right?
Chip off the old block.
kid.
Huh?
Poor kid.
Next
Yeah,
thing you know, they'll be
Buffalo.
pissing on the Patriots logo.
Oh, dude,
It
yeah,
must be the
it's great.
wilderness that they live in.
Yeah, I got some reaction from Larry Dame the third.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, after posting that pic.
Yeah.
I always do, and his excuse is, well, you were my boss, and I had to do it, or else I'd get fired. I was like, first of all, I would have never fired anyone for that.
Right.
No, you just did it because you thought, like, deep down, you know the Patriots are bunk.
Yeah. I miss Larry. He was so fun.
Oh, Larry's great. Larry's a legend. Buffalo showed up in New England on Thursday. It was great.
Yes, I was gonna lead off with that. Talk about your Bills win against New England in Foxborough.
Haven't the roles kind of reversed between New England and Buffalo now? It's like Buffalo can't lose to New England now.
Owns Belichick.
Yeah. Mac
5-1 in the last 5-1 in the last 6 games
against the Patriots.
Yeah,
because Mac Jones ain't no Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Plain and
absolutely.
simple.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was great. It was a fantastic game. Defense played perfect. They, can I hear this? We can read it. Smart.
Don't know why you're muted, Ken, but you are muted.
When in doubt, ninja kick. That's what I do.
Yes, ninja kick.
Yeah, but yet the lips keep moving like.
You're gonna have to. You're probably gonna have to type your entries there, Ken. But we want to see your face because we love you, Ken. We just want to make sure you stay on.
We'll go ahead and read your reactions.
Yeah, we'll read your reaction.
Yeah.
The good thing about it is you won't be able to predict the Dallas Cowboys winning tonight, which usually means they lose.
Well, it's the Colts. So it's the Colts. It's in Dallas. I don't expect any.
I understand, but see, like I said, every time he says he'll bet the farm on the Cowboys winning.
Yep.
Both times it's gone the other way.
Yep. Just to recap, John. Josh Allen, 22 of 33 for 223, 2 touchdowns, no picks. James Cook was your leading rusher.
Yes, sir. Yep. Looked good. They had a running game.
Yeah, you see what can happen when they balance running with the passing game.
64 for Cook and 51 for Singletary. That's a pretty.
And Josh only had 20 yards on the ground.
Right.
It was completely balanced, and I loved it. And it was the game plan that New England more than likely wanted to play against Buffalo. And Ken Dorsey basically flipped it and said, okay, you're going to run it down our throats? No, we're going to run it down your throats. And that's what they did. And then that set up Josh for doing.
Mac Jones had more than 3 passes.
Yeah, true. Exactly. Yeah. Josh had that. There was two throws. I mean, obviously everyone's talking about that touchdown throw, which was just, like out of this world alien. But that little toss
definitely when he was jumping out of bounds and threw it and
that's the one everyone's talking about. But the one that isn't getting as much love, which I thought was perfect, it was 3rd and long. This was the beginning of the game, first quarter or something like that. And Josh basically scrambles and does this kind of shovel pass to Nyheim Hines, who's running, to the right there. And got the first down and continued the drive. Yeah. And that just showed, this is just before we got on air. We were kind of, or even just when we got on air, we were talking about overrated and overhyped. See, when I hear quarterbacks compared to Mahomes, compared to Allen, compared to Jalen Hurts now, I always take it with a grain of salt because I don't see them doing stuff like that.
Right.
Like Mahomes, Josh, Jalen, these guys can fling it. They can run and scramble. The play is never dead with them. And
you know what? Can I just add Joe Burrow to that list?
And Joe Shiesty. Come on, yeah, for sure. I love me some Joe Burrow.
Joe Cool.
Hey, Joe B.
Cool Joe B, man. Yeah, sounds like an R&B singer from the 90s.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't see Tua doing things like that. You don't see Macaroni Jones doing things like that. You don't see
Macaroni Jones. That's not going away.
Yeah. You don't see Justin Herbert, who everyone puts Justin Herbert and Josh Allen in the same category a lot of times.
In context.
That's because of that one season he had, the first season.
You don't see it
out of nowhere. He hasn't sustained it since.
Yeah. You don't see it. You see guys like Mahomes, they can keep plays going. It's never dead. Jalen's off the ringer this year.
Jalen's off the charts.
Okay. Yeah. Mac and cheese Jones.
Yeah, mac and cheese. Noodle arm, right?
Elbow Macaroni Jones.
And Herbert is more of a traditional pot. He doesn't improvise as well.
He can't run.
Or
well, even today I'm watching the game and he's like if Josh Allen threw a couple of those passes that Herbert did, they would say, "Oh, look at his horrible accuracy. It's awful. Like he's overthrowing his receivers." They never say that about anyone else,
He's been looking like a young Matt Ryan this year.
Dude, he's not leading it out like that. Keenan Allen, dude, relax. You see him chirping when he got that touchdown?
Yeah, relax, dude. You're still lost. You're
still lost, and you're losing. Why are you chirping?
To the Raiders of all teams.
To the Raiders too, out of all teams. It's anyways. Anywho,
that's Keenan Allen.
Yeah, dude, the Bills. Everything that could have went right this week for the Bills did.
Yes.
Now it's our conference to lose. So we just got to win out, and we're good.
Yep.
We just need to win out. We control our own destiny now.
Correct.
So,
yep.
Yeah. So
starting with the
I'm here
Jets
for
next week, which won't be easy because the Jets, they came within a hair shot of defeating
speaking of overrated, let's be honest. The Vikings are overrated. They're not
frauds,
this upper echelon. They came this close from like losing to the Bills. Like the Bills just that stupid coach.
And who else did they come this close to losing to?
New England last year.
When they got they got robbed last week, when Hunter Henry should have had that touchdown and they overturned it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this week against the Jets.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sold on
them. They're not.
And I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins because again, he doesn't do the things that
nobody's sold on Kirk Cousins. Does. I mean, Michael Irvin named him his preseason MVP.
Right. Anyways.
But that's Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
That dude got a screw loose. He took too many hits while he was.
He took too many hits to the head when he was a player. You're correct. Yes. And too many lines of coke when he was playing.
That too.
The Vikings influence the division. They're not going anywhere in the playoffs, Ken. I'm sorry. I don't care if they're one win from the division or not. They're not. I mean, come on. They're overrated. They're not as good as their.
I mean, look at the division though. You got a no longer elite Green Bay.
Right.
You got Chicago, who
was a one-trick pony, and that's their quarterback is the only weapon they have, pretty much.
And then Detroit, who is actually showing that they're playing better than Green Bay.
They're playing really good. They played good today, but it was against Jacksonville, so maybe it doesn't count. But
Jacksonville beat Baltimore last week, so you can't say it's just that Detroit, when they play at home, you need to outgun them boys because they score some points. They came within an eyelash of defeating Buffalo on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Detroit is moving in one direction and the Packers and Bears are moving in another direction. And before long, you can see Detroit being better than Minnesota.
Yeah. Let me just say this real quick. John, I have to say your beard is actually really looking good.
It looks very wilderness-like.
Yes, you're very Grizzly Adams. I mean, I really like it.
Bro, I want to cut it all off.
I think he looks more like Bear Grylls.
But does Theta like it better with you with a full beard, or does she like it better?
Yeah, she hates when I cut. She's like, if I don't have facial hair, I look like a child. It's really
a child.
Yeah.
No,
so I hate it. I can't stand it. Like it's itchy as hell, and it's like all you always get food in it and crap. Yeah. Like I hate it.
That's why I cut mine too because it was getting all. I mean,
I
had my goatee. My goatee was down to here. I had to cut it because it was like getting food and shit in it. I was like,
it's ridiculous.
I was enticed.
I'm trimming a little bit off the sides to kind of keep it a little bit
under control.
But it's I hate it, man. But it's like happy wife, happy life, man. Well, let me see if Tita.
I was enticed to grow mine.
Am I allowed to cut my beard yet? No. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. So that's my life.
I mean, your beard is really strong, John. Your beard game is really strong.
I make sure it's got proper care.
So. You condition it and shampoo
it, and because again, the food is like constantly coming down. Like if I have like a sandwich or something, it's like it looks like like I'm made out with the mayo.
Beard comb to get it all out and stuff.
You got to have a beard comb for this thing, man. It's
yes.
Anyways,
or a pick,
something like that. Yeah, Afro pick or something, man. Just put it in there.
Tangling comb.
Yeah. Anywho.
All right, let's get into this.
Well, did I mention that the Bills are first in the AFC?
Yes, I think we mentioned that.
Yeah, we already made mention of that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I can't wait. Every time weeks like this happen, I can't wait to listen to Nick Wright. I mean, I'm just gonna absolutely just soak it all up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. He's already trying to troll Bills fans, saying that they finally got a rival in the AFC, and it's the Bengals. It's like you motherless goat. Yeah. Anyways. What else is going on?
Bengals have to go through Orchard Park, so it's a totally.
We control our destiny. If we win out, it has to come through Orchard Park, and that means for the next 5 games we got to boop boop boop.
Yep.
Mission number 1 was this week.
Should we approach or touch on the Cleveland Browns victory today?
Let's just touch briefly on the Browns today, shall we?
I didn't even. When I first I wasn't around. I was driving all day, but I heard that his first few possessions were throws to the dirt and like a pick.
Yes.
So what happened after that?
700 days since he has played an NFL game.
What happened after that is defense and special teams scored 21 out of the 27.
The rust was evident on Mr. Deshaun Watson, the sexual predator that he is. I'm still not happy with him. I'm still not supporting him. But our defense and special teams showed up. 2 picks. We had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, a pick 6, and a punt return for a touchdown, which was pretty much all the offense we had and needed today.
So does this mean you're not going to pull a Terrell Owens with the "he's my quarterback" thing?
No, I'm not going to pull it to you. No. Anthony, you know why he was suspended for 11 games. We're not going to get into that conversation.
Did they bring it up in the show?
I don't know. I mean, I was watching Red Zone, and they really weren't covering that.
Look, it's a dead issue, man.
The NFL, in its infinite wisdom, hid this game from the country. Only the Houston metropolitan area, the Cleveland area, and one swipe of Texas on the left-hand side got to see that game in its entirety today.
I'm sorry, but you know what? That was it. He might have done what he did, this and that. But as in America, he did his time. He paid his price.
He did his time.
Now it's time to move on.
It is time to move on. It doesn't mean I like him. It doesn't mean I was.
Nobody has to like him.
Right.
But you gotta hope that he does well because it affects you overall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Brett.
Hiya, Brett. How you doing, man?
How you doing, man?
Well, you can say the same thing about Miami facing them last week when they destroyed the Houston Texans.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, and we see how that works out for Miami.
Houston's just miserable, man.
Houston's just miserable. I mean, they have Kyle Allen as their quarterback. Because
they did fleece Cleveland though, like for those picks.
Oh yeah, they're set up.
They're set up
for
the next 4 years with picks. Yes.
As of right now, yes.
But hats off to the defense and the special teams. They stepped up and carried the team today, which is unusual because usually our defense is the bane of my existence on a week-to-week basis. But defense stepped up and they carried the game. Watson was evidently and very much you could tell he had rust. He wasn't ready.
No.
And I mean, it's disconcerting because the Browns actually have to go to Cincinnati next week. They play the Bengals in Cincinnati next week. So, they need to get their shit together because we're hoping for a shootout. Watson in his prime against Joe Burrow, that's must-see TV. But right now, it's only 1 week into his season, and I have questions as to whether or not he'll be ready to be the old Deshaun Watson next week. But we'll see. He was booed, Brett. Yes, he was probably booed. He was booed by. I mean, you know what? There were about 25 people in the stadium, so it really didn't matter. I mean, there wasn't really a lot of people in that stadium today.
And half of those were concessions.
And half of them were actually Browns fans, but that's okay. We're 4-8 or 5-8 now. I have no hopes of making the playoffs. I really don't. I don't have any expectations. Everything the Browns have done this season was to set up for next season. So next season is where I have my hopes as to whether or not the Deshaun Watson experiment works out and gets the results we're looking for. Yeah. Right, Ken. Move it to the Astrodome. Yeah, okay. Sure,
yeah, okay.
Sure. Oh God.
Didn't they blow that up? Or is it still around?
Still up.
No,
it's still up, and it's still
a landmark.
It's still an active venue, believe it or not. They still use it.
Well, I know what's his name. That Satan worshiper guy. What's his name? Joel Osteen. He
built his own.
didn't
Joel Osteen, the Satan worshiper.
Oh, for sure. Come on.
No, he bought the place to Houston.
He did.
Yeah,
sell
where
his soul to
the
devil.
where
John,
the
you're right.
Rockets used to play, right? Like
Yeah.
that. They turned that into his
Hot
church.
Times Arena or something like that. Hot Times Pavilion. I think that's where they used to play.
Yeah,
Well, he's also the guy that closed his church and wouldn't allow anybody to be refugee
right. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
church during the hurricane. So,
True Christian.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Just oozes the character of Christ there.
Yeah, it's a true Christian that drives a Maserati and doesn't pay taxes. So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, gives us all a bad name. Anyways, anywho,
yes.
On to other things. We don't talk, John. We don't talk politics or religion in the Sports Nerd Show. Only sports, John.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, is that a picture of Justin Trudeau with little devil horns?
I think so.
That's awesome.
You need to copy that, John, and add it to your Discord.
Oh, dude, I don't care, man. It's all bull and it's bad for you. Ken will know this.
I don't hear Brett Murphy chirping over his
yeah, he's not chirping.
Chiefs this week.
How come he's not chirping? What happened to the mighty Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, what happened to the Chiefs there, Brett?
Dude, you know what? It's not even like I can't even listen, the Bengals just have the Chiefs number. It's whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd rather talk about how the Miami Dolphins lost to Mr. Irrelevant Purdy.
Yes.
That's what I'd like to talk about.
You got to give that up to that San Francisco defense is what you got to give it up to.
I mean, Bosa was just on fire today, Elliot.
That's what I want to talk about.
Dude, after that first play, what did Miami do after that?
Nothing.
Absolutely.
I mean, Tyree got his numbers, but
and like you said, they got beat by Mr. Irrelevant. The 242nd pick, I think, in the draft.
Yeah, he's pretty much
47?
Mr. Irrelevant.
He was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last player picked in his draft.
Yeah,
was
he was the last player
was he
picked in the
really?
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
That's why they call him Mr. Irrelevant.
Wow, Miami. Wow.
Dude played at Iowa State.
Wow.
Iowa State.
Miami, really? Wow.
Yeah, they're the contenders. They're the big contenders in the AFC right now. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that San Francisco defense is scary.
Lights out. Bravo.
Well,
to San
Purdy
Fran.
played
I just
pretty
tweeted
good,
it out.
though.
I said, thank you, San Fran. And Cincy always does us good. So thank you, Cincy. Cincy always
Yeah,
does.
I expect Bill's Mafia to be donating to Joe Burrow's favorite
anything Joey
charity.
Joe Cool B, is that his name? Cool Joe B. Anything anything Cool Joe B wants. You just gotta ask. Donations to his charity. Let's go.
Brock Purdy.
The same way he donated to Andy Dalton when they put the Bills in the playoffs.
Yes.
Dude, we're legit like that.
Cincinnati seems to do it for you, don't they?
I'm loving it. Good job, San Fran. Good stuff.
Brock Purdy was 25 of 37, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick.
Who?
Brock Purdy.
Oh, Brock Purdy. Wait, you know what? I mean, he was the last pick in the draft, but yeah, we worried about some dude that was the 3rd pick in the draft last year.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about that guy no more. If Jimmy G is down, we need Brock Purdy in there. Because he definitely showed that he's better than anything Trey Lance.
I mean, Purdy leaned pretty heavily on Christian McCaffrey today. He had 17 carries for 66 yards, but he also had 8 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown.
Breaking news, pardon the pun. Jimmy Garoppolo, broken foot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Schefter just tweeted
it. He's
done for the year.
It's Purdy mania.
Purdy. Look,
Purdy mania.
You got a pretty little mouth there, boy. Purdy little mouth.
Wow.
Damn,
it could be worse. It could be Trey Lance.
Broken foot. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Schefter just tweeted it out.
That's too bad.
Well, it's the Brock Purdy show from now on, Elliot.
Brock Purdy show, and the San Francisco defense.
Yeah. See, I mean, this is a team that went with Trey Lance for their starting quarterback. He got hurt, and they still kept Jimmy Garoppolo, knowing very well that he still could get injured because he's injury prone, as we've all seen the last few years. But you know what? Jimmy is one of the reasons why the Niners are in the position they're in.
But they made the great move of drafting Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft.
That's a hindsight statement right there.
Right? I mean, Purdy was making some pretty decent throws, Elliot, you got to say.
He was. He was hitting Ayuk. He was hitting Debo. He was, You know what I'm saying? He did well for what could have been a disastrous moment.
Correct.
For San Francisco.
Yes.
You know, I'm not going to say that he's going to command the offense in the weeks to come, but he got off to a good start.
Yeah, he did.
You know, and anytime you have that San Francisco defense, you're always in the game.
Well, this you could compare it to the 2000 Baltimore Ravens with what's his face's quarterback? Oh God,
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Trent Dilfer as their quarterback. The defense is the reason why the Ravens won the Super Bowl that year.
Of course.
The Buccaneers team that won in 2002 with Brad Johnson at quarterback, the defense is the reason they won. So this could be, you can compare this year's Niners team to those two teams. So, I mean, and again, the Broncos defense, when Peyton won his Super Bowl with the Broncos, because Peyton was garbage in that game.
He was garbage when he
Yeah, he was garbage in that game, and the defense won the Super Bowl. So,
Wasn't that the end of Cam Newton's career?
Yeah, I think pretty much, yeah.
That Super Bowl, after he pouted in front of the mics in the post-game interview, and
yeah, that's when he became an emotional wreck. So yeah,
it went
you can
downhill.
click on that link if you want. I now love Micah Parsons. Just saying. Good.
Edward.
No, just look at the link. Click it.
On Facebook, I have to go to Facebook.
Okay, do you want me to share my screen so you don't need to click it?
Man, share the screen. Link.
Edward.
Oh. Ouch.
Wow, honoring Von Miller. Wow, Micah Parsons. Nice.
Love it. Love it. Go Cowboys. We dem boys.
Whoa. Careful, you're going to give Ken another heart attack.
Yeah.
You're rooting for the boys.
I'm loving it.
I'm really surprised how Traylon Burks got up after that hit. First of all, I'm surprised he held on to that ball when he got hit in the end zone.
Yep.
And then he got up and walked off the field. He never came back. Obviously, he's in concussion protocol now.
Right.
But I wish him well. That looked pretty scary. So
moving on.
We can't talk about the Cowboys because we can't hear Ken.
Right. So we had another tie in the NFL today.
Oh God, please.
Oh,
the Commanders and the Giants. I'll tell you what, though. Heineke is still amazing.
Well, yeah, because he's better than Carson Wentz or any other.
Well, yeah, but he's
quarterback.
not saying much. Like, come on, we better do a better comparison.
And any other quarterback in recent memory that played for Washington.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Back to the days of the Redskins, the football team.
Yep.
All of them. Heineke's a legit.
Yeah, they should never have traded for Carson Wentz. Should have kept Heineke kept Heineke and ran with him.
I was mentioning that to Scott earlier, Ken. Mahomes was pretty gimpy coming off the field.
Yeah, he was.
On that last possession that they had. Stay tuned. Could be more breaking news. What would happen if Mahomes went down? What would happen in Kansas City? Do they have a Brock Purdy hanging out?
No, they don't have a Brock. I don't even know who their backup is in KC. Nobody
Kelce.
knows who their backup is in KC.
Nope.
Isn't it Trent Dilfer?
No.
Do they even have a backup in KC?
I couldn't tell you who it is, man. Matt Castle? I don't know.
Oh, and congratulations to Deion Sanders, the new coach of Colorado.
Yes. Neon Deion is the new head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yep.
Since we're going to mention one more propaganda before we go.
Okay. We're only half an hour in, John.
I know. I'm just saying. I just a little bit more because I again really enjoyed Thursday night. There's a few really enjoyable things I have in life. One of them is obviously beating the Patriots, yes. But the second part of that is what the Bills media guys do. They listen in to all the Boston radio stations the next morning, all the call-in shows, and record like all of the best takes. Oh, wicked pisser. You should have heard all the Boston. This guy, McAnooty, like he was horrible. Well, how are we going to win anything with this Mac Jones clown when they got Josh Allen bombing at 25,000 yards? It's the greatest thing ever. I'll share it with you, Scott, or I'll find it here and post it for people. It's the best 45 seconds you're ever going to hear. There's nothing sweeter.
There's panic in Boston, is there, John?
It's the greatest stuff. I'll find it for you and I'll share it.
Apparently, Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't the only quarterback that left injured. Tua left with an ankle injury in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I heard that.
Boy, that defense really beat him up, didn't they?
That's what the 49ers are known to do, is beat people up.
There you go. I'll put this in for anyone who wants to listen to it. It's 40 seconds. It's not going to kill you, but it's absolutely the funniest stuff you're going to hear. It's great.
All right, I'll click on it and let's do it.
Turn up the volume so we can all hear it. It's great.
Right?
It's great. Let's hear it.
And what are the odds that
Mr. Bill Belichick should be on his way out the door? He stinks. His ass should be out the door. Mac is a horrible quarterback. Is this the guy you want? What does Bill even do well anymore?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it is a sad day when your only touchdown was scored by a defensive back that you had to put in on offense because he's fast.
Everything that went wrong.
Oh, hang on. I forgot. That's right. I closed out. Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Good morning, buddy. We're gonna see if we can recover from this one.
Mr. Bill Belichick should be on his way out the door. He stinks. His ass should be out the door. Mac is a horrible quarterback. Is this the guy you want? What does Bill even do well anymore?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, it is a sad day when your only touchdown was scored by a defensive back that you had to put in on offense because he's fast.
Everything that went wrong last night are all things that Bill Belichick used to be so good at.
Will somebody talk about Mac Jones? Somebody on the station talk about how bad Mac Jones is. Oh, everybody knows Matt Patricia sucks. I'm giving the tickets to coworkers, and I'm going to go home and fight with my wife. Well, it's not that great of a morning, buddy, but we're gonna see if we can recover from this one.
Is that the greatest thing you've heard all day, or what? I'm gonna give the tickets to my coworkers to go home and fight with my wife.
Oh my God, that was awesome, John.
It's the best, and they did this when we beat them in the playoffs last year, and it was great. It's like it's a tradition now. We Sal always calls and records all of it's the best. It's the greatest. Fantastic. Yeah, it's great. So that's the end of my propaganda. Just anything to just rub salt in the wounds of New England.
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we
thought you guys would like that.
Oh God.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Too freaking funny.
What are the games of noteworthy today?
There weren't many.
No. And there were some close contests in the late games.
I mean, I told Elliot this before. The 4 late games were more entertaining than all 8 of the first games of the day. Pretty much.
Yeah. I would agree.
Aaron Rodgers still owns Chicago.
You seen him wave to them when he left the
field,
he
right? Just salute. Yeah, there you go. That was great. I mean, Justin Fields did have a highlight reel with a touchdown, with a 50-some-odd yard touchdown that he had today on the ground. But Green Bay,
he's the one-trick pony.
He is the one-trick pony, yes,
for that team.
Because Green Bay, except Chicago does.
Does anybody know what
weapons?
Does anybody know what the line in Vegas is for Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans to break out in a fight tomorrow night?
That's going to be an interesting game tomorrow night with the Saints coming to Tampa. That's going to be fun to watch.
What are the odds? What are the odds makers in Vegas say that a fight?
I don't know, but Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore are pretty much guaranteed to have a nice battle tomorrow night.
They hate each other, those guys.
They do.
Oh my goodness! You know that New Orleans pretty much owns Tom Brady, and they have for 3 seasons now since he came to Tampa.
Yep. So,
is it going to be another 9-0 game like last time?
I hope not. God.
Oh yeah, what's up with Denver, man, losing 10-9? Like that was great.
Well, wow. I mean, they only score 14.2 points a game. That went down now after this game, of course.
Dude, how does Nathaniel Hackett still have a job? Someone explain it to me. I'm blown away. It's like Matt Patricia,
Well, my question is Russell Wilson overrated?
No, I don't.
No, he's just old.
I don't know if it's even Russell Wilson. Like he said, Nathaniel Hackett. Russell Wilson in a system with a coach that has an inkling of knowledge when it comes to coaching football, might do well. But Nathaniel Hackett is a moron.
He's like inept. There's got to be better words too to describe him. It's just buffoonery.
I mean, you see him running down the sideline, calling timeout when Baltimore had already called a timeout. He's running down the sideline. Dude, pay attention to the freaking game. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, it's great.
It's not like Denver is talentless. They are just not coached well.
Well, their defense is really good, actually.
Yeah. Not to mention their running game is lacking because they really don't have anybody to turn to in the running game.
They released Melvin.
When you have to rely on Latavius Murray, you've got a problem. You've got a problem.
No, they did release Melvin Gordon, which after that.
Well, so did Los Angeles. I mean, come on. Melvin Gordon was overrated even at the time Austin Eckler proved that he was better.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know why they give him. He always goes in and destroys another running back's mojo.
Mm-hmm.
He did it to Eckler. He's done it to Javonte Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I know he got hurt and all that, but and now he's with Kansas City. Was he on the field today? Hell no. Nope. So, and I think that's what could hurt Kansas City down the stretch too. They don't have a fucking running game either.
They really don't.
Mm-mm. Jerick McKinnon, Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah. I mean, look what Pirine did to their defense today. I mean, he ran rushing over.
Pirine.
He's the backup. He's the backup running back, and he ran all over their defense.
He's just a hack. Good one. Good one there, Ken. Yeah, he is. He's a freaking hack, man.
Yeah, he is.
That guy is terrible. I mean, you should have known he was terrible when he tried to kick in the first game of the season a 60-something yard field goal instead of letting Wilson go for a 4th and 5.
Yeah.
Let Russ.
What are you going to say, John? Go ahead. You raised your hand.
No, I was going to say, he's like, you should have known he was bad when. I was like, yeah, you could have told me that 7 years ago. I could have told you he was awful.
Well,
he was with the Bills 7 years ago, right? Yeah.
I didn't even know Nathaniel Hackett existed up until
he's Doug Marrone schlocky, right? So I don't even know where Doug Marrone is these days. Like, what's he doing? Like, then they went down to Jacksonville, right? They quit on Buffalo. They went down to Jacksonville and ran that thing into the ground too. So it's whatever, man. He's awful. He's awful, but it's great. I personally love seeing misery in the AFC, except for the Bills. So sorry, Browns fans.
I can see Bills. Isn't Bills Bengals supposed to happen in a couple
weeks? Week 17.
Week
Bills Bengals. Monday Night Football, man. Should be a freaking gong show.
That'll be a great game, man.
Oh,
yeah, I just the Bengals secondary kind of was looking suspect. I thought there was a couple plays this game where they were just like they were letting like who's the Kansas City? Was it Scanling?
Juju, Marquez.
It wasn't Juju. Juju's like in a concussion protocol again, isn't he?
What's
yes,
his
he
name?
is.
Christian Watson or not?
No, it was Scanling because he's number 11, right? Like
MVS number 11.
Yeah, contested catches, and like the secondary didn't even put hands up. They didn't try to get the ball out. It was just like easy. It made Scanling look like a top 5 wideout. Like the catches, he was just like going up and just strong arming it away from the DBs. So that's a weakness, I think. You can't play that run game against Buffalo. I know people think that you can run against Buffalo, but I think we've kind of proven it. Cleveland, New England, you can't really run against this. So if Joe Mixon or P. Ryan plays, I don't think it's Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. What Joe Burrow does.
And Jamar Chase. Don't forget Chase.
Sorry.
Chase had a good game on his first game back from injury. Yeah, he had a good game today.
Yeah, Jamar's amazing, man.
He's a natural. That's
I love Jamar Chase, man.
That's why the injury is the only thing that could slow guys like Jamar Chase down.
Yes.
Okay.
Elliot brought this up in the pre-show. Looking at the Philly-Tennessee game today, is Derrick Henry an afterthought now? Because 3 games in a row, he's been stopped.
Dude, he's a one-trick pony. He's not going to catch it out of the backfield. He's a power runner. If you just stuff the box, he's not going to run around.
What the defenses have figured out is if you can make contact with him in the backfield before he gets ahead of steam going.
Before he gets the steam going,
he's
right?
Nothing.
Yep.
He's done. He's toast.
He only had 30 yards rushing. Ryan Tannehill had more rushing yards than Derrick Henry.
Well, he's been like low in fantasy. He was single-digit fantasy points.
That being said, Philadelphia is a freaking juggernaut.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree.
No joke either.
I think they have probably the best roster, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say the best players. I think roster they have top to bottom. I think they're as complete as a team.
They got one outstanding receiver in AJ Brown.
Right. And then the rest of them are like.
Well, don't forget Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. He had over 100 yards today. Right?
And they're also missing Dallas Goedert, too. So that's even more. He should be back next week, from what I understand.
But would you see? This is a question I'll ask you guys, and this should be. I wish Ken could talk, man. This would be great to hear his input on this. He can type. He can keyboard warrior it. It'd be great. MVP.
Jalen
Hurts. Okay. This is the question, though. How do you define MVP? Like,
best all-around player in the league.
If you take this is how I would define it. If you take the player out of the team is like completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. MVP should be somebody who is if he's removed from a team, the team just goes down the toilet. Period.
Well, you can argue both Mahomes and Jalen Hurts at this point, I think.
Really?
I don't think Philadelphia would go down the toilet. Don't they have Gardner Minshew as the backup?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Formidable as far as
the mullet.
Yeah, like you take Mahomes out, like you still got arguably the greatest tight end to play the game.
But still, is a backup going to play up to the standard of Mahomes?
No, definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? If you take Josh out of Buffalo, what happens to Buffalo?
Now, Josh represents 80% of that offense.
Yes.
If you take Josh away from Buffalo, Buffalo is sub 500.
Yeah, because they don't have a running game, a consistent running game.
So that's the question. Now, the MVP brand is the best player in the league overall. Like, who's got the best stats? Who's this, that? It's never most valuable to their team, I don't think. Like, if you take Jalen Hurts out of Philly suffers, yeah, for sure. But do they crash and burn?
Probably not. Newsflash: the backup quarterback in Kansas City is Chad Henne.
Oh,
Chad Henne. So you have Chad Henne running that offense. You think he could throw the ball to Travis Kelce?
Actually, he did it in one playoff game a few years ago.
Against the Browns. Yeah. Thank you very much, Elliot.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's an interesting conversation. I listened to it on a
because
podcast.
Sometimes experience could play into that too. Because you know what? As overrated as he is, and I believe he is, Kyler Murray, Colt McCoy comes in and does as good or a better job as with that offense.
Yes.
That Kyler Murray does. So, and it's all because Colt McCoy has been through the ring. He's been through the grind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's been in situations where he knows how to run a team.
Guys, screenshot this.
No, he's saying Mahomes is MVP right now. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I think so. I don't know. Clarify it.
Mahomes right now.
Or is he saying F Mahomes?
Like, F Mahomes.
Is he saying F Mahomes or like Mahomes is right now
Brett,
the MVP?
Brett's one of those fair weather fans.
Yeah.
Clarify for us, Brett, because we do need to screenshot that so we can either bring it up or just, give you a high five and agree with you.
Yeah, he says screw Mahomes right now is what he's saying.
That's what he's saying? See, my virgin ears.
Yeah.
I'm
screw Mahomes right now instead of the other word, so I don't want to mention.
So why screw Mahomes, Brett?
I mean, he's turning on his MVP caliber quarterback right now, guys.
I mean, come on, do your best, Terrell Owens. He's your quarterback.
Right. That's my quarterback. That's my
your best Terrell Owens impression, dude. He's my quarterback.
Right now, Ken's laughing his ass off for thinking about that comment he made about Tony Romo back in the day. That's my quarterback.
And cried in front of national TV.
Yes.
Doing it.
Yes.
What?
Nope. No, never.
No, never what?
No, never what? Right.
I love the incomplete sentences he puts in.
I know, right?
I don't know. He's what's the context?
The segment sentences is what I have to call them. It's a sentence segment. It's not a full sentence.
Who's Mike Hilton? And
Bengals cornerback. Lyle, crocodile.
Okay, I'm lost.
So, what do you guys think of the Jets?
John,
I mean, the Jets are competitive.
They're competitive. I'll give them that. But
okay,
they don't scare me.
Getting rid of Zach Wilson was a plus for them. I mean, to me, Zach Wilson was the same weight that Trey Lance is to the San Francisco 49ers. And
Mike White had another good game. He threw for 300. I mean, he threw two
White
picks.
had a really good day.
But he had 2 picks. I mean, he threw for almost 400 yards, but he had.
I think the Achilles heel of that team is going to be quarterback. I know everyone's like in la la land with Mike White, but you have Garrett Wilson, who's just going to be a baller.
Yeah.
Breece Hall is going to be a baller.
Yep.
So you've even got Elijah Moore. So you got 2 really good wideouts and a really good running back.
Where did this kid Zonovan Bam Knight come from?
Right, he was like the number 1 guy on fantasy to pick up, right? And like all week people were talking about it. I couldn't even tell you what team he played. Does he play for the Jets?
16.8 points today.
Did he play for the Jets? I don't even know if he did.
Yeah, he plays for the Jets.
I didn't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I know they were talking about him on fantasy.
15
radio
receptions for 90 yards. 15 rushes for 90 yards and 28
'cause
yards and 5 receptions.
What's his name was out?
Michael Carter.
Michael Carter was out.
And they even have him playing ahead of James Robinson.
Yeah. He was a healthy scratch last week, wasn't he?
Yeah, he played today, but he didn't do anything. And this Zonovan Knight kid, come on. 2 games in a row, he put up 11.3 last week in part-time work. And this week he got his full complement and 16.8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to not say that. And they got some good nucleus there. I don't know if Mike White is the ultimate answer.
No.
But having gotten rid of Zach Wilson is definitely a step in the right direction.
You mean Bam Knight? Is that what they call him? Bam Knight?
Yep.
Yeah, Bam Knight.
His first name is Zonovan with a Z. So he's been pretty impressive. Zonovan.
Interesting.
Yeah. 28 fantasy points in his first 2 games, which is pretty good.
15 attempts for 90 yards, average 6 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
He had a 48-yard rush today.
Yeah. Yep. I should have played him ahead of Kenneth Walker, who got injured in the first quarter.
It's weird because NFL.com is not showing his stats. It's weird.
No, as a matter of fact, the fantasy platform that we play on, they didn't even have projected points for him. So it's like he like dropped out of an alien ship.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, NFL.com doesn't even show his stats for today.
He's a UFO, man.
They have James Robinson as the leading rusher with 4 attempts for 10 yards. That's what they have.
Yeah.
Weird.
Maybe the guy's a ghost. I don't know. I just know that he's done pretty well in his first 2 games as a Jet.
Right. I mean, the Jets are 7-5. They're still the number 7 seed, John. They're still the number 7 seed.
As a rookie,
you know who they go up against right now if the season was to end?
Who?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yep.
They ain't beating Kansas City. No way.
I don't
They're
think
not
the
beating
Jets
KC or Cincinnati.
sustain anything in the playoffs, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're even in contention shows a turnaround.
They're light years ahead of expectations.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's I think it starts. This is what the Bills did.
This is Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh is the reason why.
Starts with the head coach.
If you could get kids like this, Zonovan Knight, Bam Knight, let's call him. Okay.
Yeah.
If he can sustain what he's doing as a rookie, then there's their future with Breece Hall. Him and Breece Hall could be the 1-2 combo there.
Yeah.
That really sets that team off starting next year.
All right. Well, you and me both can. You know. Well,
But they beat KC. Yeah, here's the one thing, though, you got to look at is that the Jets' defense is capable of beating almost anybody.
The only team in the AFC I don't like, I wouldn't mind losing to is probably Cincy.
No, yeah,
just
Cincy,
because I think they're like they've got so much to like. They're so Buffalo. Like it's such a Buffalo story too, right?
Yeah.
Like out of nothing, and as soon as they get the quarterback, now they're relevant and they're kicking butt.
Blue collar. That's
blue
what
collar,
they are,
man, right? Not flashy. It's not LA. You know, it's not Dallas. No offense, Ken. You know, it's middle of the map.
Which is why the NFL made sure they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
in LA. Against LA.
Yeah. Speaking of the Rams, how far have they fallen from last year? I mean, they're just
who?
The Rams?
The Rams? Dude, the Rams
were a fraud, man. Come on. They were a fraud. They should have lost to the
They got lucky as heck last year.
Bengals. Man. Okay. They were a fraud last year. And this year is just showing why.
Well, now every year everyone's hurt this year. So
they're 3-9. Matthew Stafford is probably done for the season with neck pain, concussion protocol, whatever. But
Aaron
it's like
Donald.
One of the guys who owns Cooper Kupp in my league was asking me, "Hey, I heard Kupp might be coming back." I said, "If the Rams are smart, they don't bring Cooper Kupp back. They're not going to the playoffs. They're not doing anything. I would just call it a season for Kupp, Stafford, and whoever else is relevant to that team."
Yeah, completely
so that
agree.
Team success, basically. Okay.
I agree.
So, look, the Rams got the fall from grace that most people were hoping for, especially myself, because, like I said, I don't think they should even beat my 49ers in that game last year.
Right.
But they were a team of NFL destiny.
Madness.
Now you got teams in that division. Well, who's the contenders in that division? San Francisco and Seattle.
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
Arizona and LA are not in it.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, you got an AFC East where probably the entire division could make the playoffs.
Could.
I mean, NFC East, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, you got right now, I think you got 8 out of 8 teams that could make the playoffs from the Eastern divisions.
Yep.
You know.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me. I've been dealing with this cough for over a week.
Yeah. He needs to stop sucking on that electronic cigarette.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Why are you even using that crap, man?
I don't know.
Come on.
Because it's a healthy alternative.
It's not healthier at all, dude. It's all crap.
It's not. That's why they banned them. They banned them here in the United States now.
Yeah, man. Just chew on a toothpick, man, or get some Nicorette or something. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Come on.
We got about 3 minutes.
By the
to
way,
go.
shameless self-promotion. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are the greatest 2 hockey players on the planet. Thanks for coming.
Okay. We don't speak hockey here until April.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta switch. I'll switch my hat up. Hold on, because we're done football, right? So. Yeah.
Now we get the Oilers on. There you go.
Now I get the Oilers
when Ron Gallo's on the show, that's when we start speaking hockey.
Yeah, I tried to troll him. I tried to troll him
for beating Toronto in overtime last night, so we're good with that.
Yeah, exactly. See, like there you go. I mean,
who doesn't beat Toronto?
What are you talking about? Toronto's like 13-5 this year.
Are they? See, that's how much I follow.
The only Boston's
having a really ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Or at least he wasn't for a while.
Well, thank you, Anthony. I'm trying, man. Yes, I watched a little bit of that, Ken. Me and my kid. I went into Edmonton today and watched the first half of the England game, 2-0, and then they ended up winning 3-0. So it's coming home. I'm like, it was home in 1966. What are you talking about? It's coming home. Like, okay, for those who don't know, Scott, Elliott, that's the tagline of the Three Lions, the English national team for football, soccer. That's what they say. It's coming home. Fun fact. They last won the World Cup in 1966. So half of the world's population wasn't even around. So I don't know what they're talking about. It's coming home. Anyways, good for England. England and France. That'll be great.
Well, France is the defending champion, right?
No. Yes. Sorry, I'm thinking UEFA. Yeah. They're defending champs. They won in Russia. Mm-hmm. So it sets up France and England for a semi. Like I know you don't like soccer, Scott. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal.
Well, France versus England, I would think that would be a big deal. Yes,
it's must-watch TV. Like it's going to be great. Yeah, I don't know. Elliot's just like, I don't know that. I don't know how exciting 0-0 can be.
How did Canada do? How did Canada do, John?
I can't sit there for a week and watch nobody score.
Yeah. Oh, we got bounced, man. We only got 2 goals the entire tournament, but
at least you made it.
Belgium got kicked out, and they were the second overall team in the planet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Morocco won our group. Morocco and Croatia. Canada and Belgium got bounced. So, World Cup, man.
Well, at least the U.S. made the round of 16. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Netherlands are good, man.
Yep. You kicked our ass, but it is what it is. All right, it's 8:30. We're out of here, gentlemen. Great show.
If the Bills win next weekend,
we can get your technical difficulties figured out for next week. And you know what I'm saying? It's good to see your face.
Plug it out.
It'll be even better to hear your voice too.
You want to do a study with me?
No, that's fine.
No religious, political, or any other.
No.
I'm trying, Ken. I'm trying to get these heathens on board, But,
yeah. You and Ken can compare notes. With Elliot and I will just continue our heathen ways. Okay, I'm just saying.
Come on, man. Anyhow.
Evil is good in moderation.
Exactly. Anyway, on behalf of my co-host, Mr. Elliot Big E Lamba, Mr. John G. Olson, and of course, the silent but deadly Mr. Ken Koslow.
Silent but deadly.
The Charlie Chaplin of the Sports Nerds.
Correct. We are the Sports Nerds. Thank you for joining us. We'll be here again next Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Covering Week 14. Man, the season's going by quick, guys. It's getting close.
Are you kidding me? The holidays, the holidays are going by quick.
I know, right? We're 3 weeks from Christmas, and it's like, oh my God, stop doing that.
Anyway, I may or may not be here next week.
Okay.
So I just don't know yet. I'll let
That's
you know
fine.
Middle of the week.
We'll deal with it. No worries. We're out. Everybody have a great week, and
okay, bye.
We'll be back again next week, same time, same channel. Elliot, hit the outro.
Okay, bye.
Well, there you have it, Nerd Nation. Another Sunday episode of the Sports Nerd Show in the books, and we are still alive to tell about it. Now, on behalf of our host, Scott, the Sports Nerd, right, and his co-host, John Olson, Ken Costello, lovable members in the Rat Pack, and yes, me, Big E, the entire pack would once again like to thank you all for participating with us in the best 90 minutes of Sports Smack Talk on the web today. So until next Sunday night, dear nation, we would like to leave you with a quick PSA. Please stay safe. Please practice social distancing. And for heaven's sake, please wear a damn mask. You all just got hit with a pack rant from the Rat Pack. And with that, fellas, we